vision is you already know though. So go slow. Back my logo for show. Go. Get down on the. Yo, listen. Just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go slow. Back my logo.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Colts going up against the Falcons.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at that. And some space here. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about.
Touchdown, Falcons! Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Staying on the ground with Mack. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
And we saw that advantage right there. 2nd down following the incompletion. They'll run with Mack. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 38-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he's got Moncrief. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a toss play. This is Mack. A little juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Red zone opportunity. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Mack on the toss. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Kelly. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Anthony Walker in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Now. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Jones now in motion left. On 1st and 10, Kelly. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw on 2nd. Here's Kelly. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Barkevious Mingo. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 3rd down, Kelly. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second down now after the incompletion. Brissett now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll run it with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. Now a first down throw. Kelly dancing to his left. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is knocked down from the side. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Kelly to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
Detroit! Set! B-19! Over! Watching that body! Here we go!
On first down, it's Kelly. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Touchdown, Falcons! Taylor Gabriel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The play fake. Here's Brissett. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Duke Riley in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Throwing. Brissett buying time to his left. Completes it to Moncrief left side. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Let's go!
Brissett now on second down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be third down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 4 that time, and it'll give the Colts a first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
First down, Brissett. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the red zone now, Brissett. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. On third down, that's Mack. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts able to get this back with it, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And we're seeing an extension of the lead by the Jags. They're up pretty big. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're dead.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Second down, Brissett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by him and setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
An NFL update. Second quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And on 2nd and 10 now. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Watching that Barney. Watching that Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Now let's go.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now Kelly. For the left side, it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Now let's go. Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go.
In motion is Austin Hooper.
Check. Patriot. Detroit.
Play action. It's Kelly. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. John Simon in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Now let's go. Detroit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. A play fake. Now Kelly. Finding Gabriel complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter.
Hurry up. Here we go.
And he motions the wide receiver.
3-19. Now. Check. Patriot.
On 2nd down, Kelly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about it.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They go play action with Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Here's Kelly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Play action now. Brissett. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Play fake. Brissett. Over to the right side. Caught by Moncrief. A good pickup there at 22.
Flex round! Flex round!
The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time. He was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Here's Coleman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. The Falcons on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They will run again with Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
This is Coleman, and he's got room. And now running right through it. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Kelly on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Coleman. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Zach Cunningham able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. To throw is Kelly. Kelly stripped. The ball is free.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him, everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And here now come the Falcons. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, here we go. Green, 39, Philly, here we go. 13, No, Jack, Patriot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Falcons on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now they try the right side here. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
A 4th quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And the 49ers have scored again, really extending that lead. A win would be their first of the young season.
Here we go.
They'll go McNichols to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now a play fake here on first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the...
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. And even 40 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Let's go.
To throw, Brissett. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage. Especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Brissett. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And the offense still needs 9 yards here on 3rd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Brissett now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tech McKinley able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. For Charles.